it's Alana here. Welcome to my channel if you are new, and if not, welcome on back. On my channel, I do fashion and lifestyle videos. Today's video is a lifestyle video, and it is honestly a pretty highly requested video that I have gotten, because if you follow me on Instagram, you know that on my stories, a lot of the times I'll post food-related things, and I've gotten so many requests to do a healthy food video here on my channel. That is exactly what I'm doing, because I love eating clean foods. It makes me feel amazing, because if I have some junk, honestly, if I'm being completely honest with you guys, it makes me feel kind of bad for the rest of the day, or makes me feel sluggish, and that's no fun. But I also thought this video would be a great idea, because I know this time of year, a lot of people are trying to stick to their New Year's resolutions, which oftentimes a lot of people make that resolution of, I'm gonna eat healthy, or get in shape, get fit, and all that sorts of stuff. So I know you're probably watching this right now, trying to get in shape, or just take better care of your health, which I think is an amazing thing to do. I love to take care of my health and feel great. So, which is exactly why I'm going to be showing you guys 3 meal ideas that are going to be easy, healthy, and all of those things. One of them is going to be breakfast, one will be lunch, and one will be dinner. So before I go ahead and get started, I do just want to say a few things. First off, these are going to be meals that I personally love to eat. Second, these meals are fully customizable. It's not like you have to have these specific things that I'm putting in each of them. You can customize them and tweak them depending on your own dietary needs or goals that you're trying to reach. And then thirdly, I'm in no way, shape, or form a nutritionist. I just purely enjoy trying to eat clean and healthy, and I thought I would share some of the things that I love to eat with you all to maybe help you in your fitness or health journey. And with that said, make sure you are subscribed to my channel and have my post notifications on so you never miss any of my videos. And with that said, let's go ahead and get started with the video. All right, so starting with breakfast, the first meal of the day, and personally my favorite one, I am going to be making a smoothie for breakfast, because I know a lot of times people say they don't like to have breakfast because they usually say they don't have enough time or just stuff like that. They don't like eating really heavy in the morning, which is completely understandable, because I'm right there with you on that one. We don't always have time, and I don't like having like a super huge meal in the morning either. So for me, smoothies are absolutely perfect for me personally. So I'm going to share with y'all my 100% like top favorite go-to smoothie that I make. I get so many questions asked about this one right here. I think I sort of included some of the ingredients in one of my previous like healthy food related videos that I've done, but not all the little details. So I'm about to show you guys. So I'm gonna tell you all the little things that I have right here. Got my blender right here. I have the Ninja. I have my almond milk, because I personally stay away from dairy. So you can have a milk of your choice. I've got some frozen bananas, frozen spinach. I prefer to freeze my fruit. Just makes the smoothie like even colder and better in my opinion, rather than non-frozen, just fruit that's just been sitting out. I have some peanut butter. I've got some cinnamon. Then I also have cacao powder. It is actually pretty great for you. It's a superfood. It tastes like chocolate, so this is gonna make all of this taste like chocolate. And then right here, I actually have some protein powder. This is actually whey protein. I do try to stay away from dairy, and I honestly don't eat dairy, but this is my one little exception. You can have a plant-based protein too if you prefer. This is a chocolate flavored whey protein right here. And then of course, I almost forgot, I also like to put just a little bit of honey in it to give it just a tad bit of sweetness, because we really don't need that much right here. So I always start off by putting my liquid in there, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I do not have any sorts of measurements for the amount of each of things that I stick in here. But as far as the banana, I usually just put like 1 frozen banana, and that'll be it for me. So there's that. There's like 2 frozen bananas in this bag right here, because I try to stick as many as I can in one bag. And then I will go for my spinach right here. Now the cacao powder is honestly what I probably put the most of in here, just to give it that strong chocolate taste. But cacao powder is not like actually chocolate. It is dairy free. It's all natural, so all that good stuff right there. But if you'd like, you can go and do your own personal research on it, just because, like I said, I am no nutritionist, and if you'd like more information, you can go and just search that stuff on your own. Now for my absolute favorite, some peanut butter right here, and like I said, you guys can completely customize all of this. If you're not a fan of peanut butter, you don't have to put peanut butter in your smoothie. All right, now we've got everything we need in here, and like I said, you can add or put less of these things in here if you prefer. And then now I will go ahead and blend this up. Okay. So there you go, now you have yourself an amazing smoothie. And one thing that I do want to say that I think is very important when it comes to smoothies, especially if you choose to have them as your breakfast, and it honestly makes a huge difference between making your smoothie a silly smoothie and a smart smoothie. So a silly smoothie would be just like sticking only entirely fruit in your smoothie, which there's nothing wrong with that. But if you are wanting a smoothie that actually gives you variety and keeps you full for a good amount of time, rather than being hungry again just like 30 minutes later, you need to stick a variety of things in your smoothie. For this smoothie, like you saw, I stuck a fruit, a vegetable, a carb, a protein, and all sorts of things. I have a variety of things in here, so that way it's actually keeping me full and actually giving my body a lot of the different things that it actually will need, whereas a smoothie that contains only just fruit doesn't really give me much of that variety. So there's just a little tip and trick right there to keep in mind when you make your smoothies. Make sure you stick a variety of things in there. All right, so now time for our second meal of the day, which is lunch. So this one is going to be a very, very simple one, but I promise you it has so much taste to it. So you're really only going to need 4 different ingredients here. I have some cooked chicken, which I did off camera for the sake of the length of this video, and then some steamed broccoli, which I also made off camera. So for some steamed broccoli, just stick it in a little pot or pan with a little bit of water, stick the lid on it so that way the heat stays in there and it'll steam your broccoli, you'll be good. I've also got some lemon juice and then some olives. So for lunch, we are going to be making a broccoli chicken salad. That is what I like to call this. So we're basically going to cut up each of these things and mix them together all in a little bowl here, and it is going to be a little bowl of flavor. So if you know me, you know that I absolutely love olives, and olives will be what is going to give this meal a lot of its flavor. So we are going to just scoop out a whole bunch of these and cut them up into little pieces. Now, if you don't really like olives too much, maybe just give this one a try, because the olives will be mixed in with like everything else here, so it's not the like main dominating flavor, because our lemon juice will also give us some flavor for this meal. But you can try something else like tomatoes or carrots, something like that. But I personally just love olives because they do have a stronger flavor, and that flavor is just amazing to me. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cut these up. So I do now have everything cut up. I've got my olives cut up. I've got my broccoli cut up as well. I cut it up in pretty much 2 small enough pieces to where it could be like a broccoli rice type of thing. And then I also cut up my chicken into a bunch of little pieces, just because that's how I prefer it. You don't have to cut it up into that many of little pieces if you don't want to, but I do have these all cut up just how I like them. So now our very last thing here is going to be sticking all of it into a bowl. Now I'm just going to straight up scoop everything into here just like so, because it is all going to be mixed up just like a salad pretty much. And I did use broccoli for this one in particular for lunch. Now, if you do want something that is heavier, you can definitely substitute the broccoli for actual rice. They are very great like things to use as like interchangeably. So if you're wanting a lighter meal, you can make yourself some broccoli rice, which is literally just steamed broccoli and cut up into little pieces like rice. But if you're wanting something more filling, actual rice is definitely a very great way to go. My favorite rice is going to be white rice. I just love that so much. And as you can see, it's all like mixed in there. I can't really tip it too much because then it's all gonna like come out. But then our very last step is going to be sprinkling or squeezing some lemon juice all up in there, just because the lemon definitely does give it a whole lot more flavor, because we definitely don't want to have flavorless food. So there's that. And then our very last step will just to be mix it all in there. Make sure you distribute the lemon juice in there. And there you go. You have a super, super simple lunch that was also very healthy and easy to make. Okay, so now it's later in the evening time and it got a little cold, so yes, I did end up changing, but it is time for dinner. Now for dinner, we're going to make a little bit of some Asian food here, and I decided that we're going to be making some sweet sour kimchi rice with some dumplings. I absolutely love dumplings. They are going to be some vegan dumplings that I am making. They are these right here that I actually picked up. You do not have to make some vegan dumplings, and no, I am not vegan. I'm pretty close to it, but I am not vegan. I just decided to try these one time. I saw them at the store, they looked good, and I absolutely love dumplings so much, so I tried them and fell in love with them. And dumplings are so easy to make. At least these, you just boil in a pot of water for a couple of minutes. So I've got these dumplings right here. I've got some carrots already picked out. I've got the kimchi. And then I've also got our sweet and sour sauce right here. And then I already have the rice kind of cooking back there. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm going to go ahead and cut up the carrots. But I'm going to go ahead and take out some kimchi here, and then I'm going to cut that up into a bunch of little pieces, just like I'm also gonna do that to my carrots because we're going to be mixing it into our rice. And I am choosing to make white rice so that way it is staying like as simple as possible, because the more plain the better, and usually the healthier as well. And if you don't know what kimchi is, it's kind of like spicy tasting cabbage. So if you like adding some spiciness to your foods, kimchi is a great way to go because it's also very great for you. It's got a lot of probiotics in it. But yeah, I'm basically just going to cut this and my carrots up into a bunch of little pieces, and then I'll be back. All right, so my rice is just about ready. Got everything cut up. I stuck some sweet and sour sauce in a little thing and heated it up because the sweet and sour sauce does get refrigerated and we don't want cold sweet and sour sauce on our food. Okay, so I have got my dumplings here. Like I said, I just kind of like boiled those for a minute, and then you cool it down for to a simmer for another 2 to 3 minutes. Now I've got my rice here as well, so I'm just going to put this on there like so because it's just finished cooking. And then now, of course, going to put our carrots on top of our rice, just like that. And then now our kimchi as well, just to add a little bit of spiciness to it and extra flavor. And then last but not least, we're going to go ahead and drizzle our sweet and sour sauce all over this to give that final extra taste. And if you do like some sweet and sour sauce on your dumplings as well, you can definitely put that on there too. But I prefer these plain just because I think they taste amazing already as they are. So that is going to wrap up this healthy meal ideas video. You now have a breakfast, lunch, and a dinner idea planned out that are all going to be super easy to make because I tried to keep them as simple as possible, and healthy because sometimes it's kind of confusing what can be healthier for you and what's not so healthy. But even if you do know, sometimes it's hard to just come up with ideas of things to make. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this variety of different things. If you want to see more like healthy related videos like this, definitely let me know in the comment section and give it a big fat thumbs up if you enjoyed. I just was really excited to do this because I did a poll on my Instagram stories and y'all voted that you wanted to see this. So if you want to be more involved with those types of things, definitely follow me on Instagram, and you can also expect a whole lot more fashion content on Instagram as well. But all the information regarding the stuff that I used in each of these meals will also be in the description in case you are wondering. Definitely be sure to subscribe to my channel to have some more fashion and lifestyle videos in your life, and make sure you turn on my post notifications so that way you aren't missing those videos and you will get notified every time I post a new video. But I love you guys so much, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.